Okay, for those of you who know tapping or EFT, emotional freedom technique, and are working on the artist's way and are reading through the basic principles every day, let's try something. I have one circled in particular that really resonates with me. And I feel like, to me, it's the most important one on this list. It's number 9. It is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. A lot of us have a lot of fear around doing so. So it's short, concise, and to the point. And I think it encompasses a lot of what is stopping us as creatives and in other ways in life. Putting ourselves out there. Yeah, it's a good catch-all statement, affirmation to work on. So I thought, why not combine tapping with it? So let's do it together, right? Let's start. Even though I'm afraid to put myself out there, the karate chop point, I still deeply and completely trust and respect myself. Even though I'm afraid to open myself up to greater creativity, it's okay. I know it's okay for me to deeply and completely acknowledge my self-worth. Even though opening up to greater and greater creativity is an unknown, and it scares me because I don't know what will happen, what the obligations will be, if people will attack me, if people will troll me, if people will ridicule me. I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. It is safe, right here, it is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. Right here, it is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. Right here. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. Right here. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. Here. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. Collarbone point. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. It's that little indentation under the arm point for a woman, just where you would feel your bra strap. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. There's a spot that doesn't always get done right underneath your breast. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. It's not necessary to do that spot. And then the top of the head, which a lot of people like to do. I like to do it. It is safe. It doesn't matter where. Go all over. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. And then round 2. First, feel how you feel. Before starting, I should have said, take a gauge, take your temperature, how you feel about it on a scale of 1 to 10. So, second round, which encompasses one set. It is safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. And you can say other things. It is all right for me to open myself to greater and greater creativity. I allow myself to open myself up to greater, forgot this point. I allow myself to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. I allow greater and greater creativity to fill me up. I allow myself to express greater and greater creativity because it is totally safe. It is totally safe, totally and completely safe to open up to greater and greater creativity. It is so safe, completely safe to open up to greater and greater creativity. Under the breast. It is completely safe for me to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. The head. It is so very safe to open myself up to greater and greater creativity. And I do. I open myself up to greater and greater creativity. Now, if you feel yourself taking a sigh, yawning, that's release. You're releasing blocks. So, there you have it. You can do it with any of the principles. And I think that it's a good way to go through them, especially the ones you feel resistance to. I particularly feel resistance to number 6. The refusal to be creative is self-will and is counter to our true nature. I'm not saying I disagree with the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, it just won't sink into my brain. The refusal to be creative is self-will, the self-will part, and is counter to our true nature. The refusal to be creative is counter to our true nature. I could do. So maybe I'll just erase. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cross out is self-will. And now for me, it's okay. The refusal to be creative is counter to our true nature. Make these your own.